Knight comes back. Bishop takes on c3. Pawn takes on c3. Those are some fun pawns because coach likes to play like that. Knight to f6 and f3 is played. Now, in the long run, black should win on the queen side because of the short term, but because of the weaknesses on the c file. But in the short term, white can have a pressing attack, which could lead to checkmate. And of course, coach had fun with these arrows. That's awesome. But whatever. D6 is played, okay? We're putting these pawns to the test. Hey, look, you gotta stay there. B square, all right. And pawn to e4. Bishop to e6 attacking a pawn, and bishop to e2. Rook slides over, attacking pawns and weak squares, and rook to e3. Queen comes up attacking more squares and pawns. Y'all see how this is developing, right? We have a weakness, we attack the weakness. We attack the weakness, we attack the weakness. We attack the weakness, all right? So Bishop comes up and tries to defend. Knight to e5, coach breaks the computer, and we're attacking the c4 pawn a whole lot. So queen comes up to b3, trying to quelch things, but knight comes around, knight f to d7, and now we're gonna attack on c5, and we're gonna try to trade off queens, making that weakness a whole lot weaker. So pawn to f4, but if we do take, then knight is just going to come up to c5 anyways. Rook b8, like whatever. We got actually that's like no good squares, but whatever. Okay, rook knight c5, queen comes down, knight attacks, takes, and that's a four. Okay, that's just like real bad in general. So f4 is played, knight to c5 anyways because we don't care honestly. And if queen to b5, check. Somebody tell me why there's a mistake right here. What are we doing here? That's wrong. I'm just gonna be here, drinking my soda, like nothing ever happened. Y'all tell me what's wrong. Y'all tell me what's wrong. Coach, any thoughts on why this is a mistake?
Yeah, so at first glance, it looks good because white undoubles his pawns, but I think black can win a pawn after the queen trade by trading queens and then playing knight to d3. And then if bishop takes, knight takes d3 again. And for checking the king and attacking the pawn on f4, that would be undefended. So I think black wins a pawn.
Somebody's been doing their puzzles. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. That's sweet. Awesome. So, queen to c2 instead. Knight to c6. Okay, listen, y'all. You see how we're accumulating here, okay? We're just piling up on these guys. The squares in front of them are weak. We're just attacking them left and right. And now all these pieces in the back. Oh, look at that. Bad knight, bad bishop, bad bishop. Annoying queen. We don't even want her, right? Quite frankly, like I would just be like inclined to like lose the pawns in certain situation. Although you gotta lose this pawn too, but whatever. But just straight up, this is nasty. That coach is having fun with arrows today. Oh well. Castles! Get your king to safety. About time. Queen to a4. Queen takes a4 is inaccurate. Oh, look at that. Okay. Lachlan, regime leader of the Santos chess, probably. I don't know. Put me in the chat. What do you think? Why is this inaccurate? What is it about this move that's so wrong? Okay. Very well, Lachlan. Thanks. Someone else in the chat. Give me something. Give me something on this move. I mean, you gain a queen back, so like, who really cares? All right. Yeah. Coach, any thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know. It might, yeah, I'm not really seeing anything too wrong with it.
Hmm. I got you. Oliver, any thoughts? Okay. Well, let me show you. All right. So if knight takes back, rook A to B1, knight comes back to C5, F5 is played because we got to attack. Bishop comes back, F6, pawn comes up, rook slides over. And there is some compensation, but here nothing nearly enough to survive Fischer with all his pieces out and with I'm sorry, these weaknesses out. Look at these weaknesses. That's not good. You can't survive that. Not against Fischer. Okay, so queen to B1 instead of trades. Knight A5, we're attacking the pawn, okay? E5 is played, okay? The position demands to be open for white, all right? D takes E5, F takes E5. Now, if knight takes on C4 right now, that would be a mistake because knight takes, bishop takes, rook slides over, and we're skewering the queen, so we're going to try to play B5. Bishop takes and C4. B takes C4, bishop E3 castles, queen to F1. We're attacking the pawn some more. Knight to D7, we're attacking the pawn of our own. Bishop to D4, and here that's just an attack, okay? That's just an attack. We're just gonna win, okay? Maybe not like that. Hold it. Yeah. Ah, coach broke the computer again. Ignore coach. Whatever. Oh, look at that. Ooh, how about that? That's not fair. Okay. Anyways, coach had them fun with arrows. Whatever. So that's why knight takes a C4 is a mistake because of this nasty little pin that we have. Okay, so castles by black. Rook F4 anyways, because we can. Knight to D7. Y'all, Fischer brought in the pentagon. This is a literal pentagon. Tell me that's not a pentagon. Anyways, hold it. Wait a minute. Hold it. Let me show y'all, just in case y'all didn't see it. That's a pentagon. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, anyways, the knight is defending. Okay, knight is attacking. All right, knight is attacking. And then knight will be attacking. But wait a minute. Uh, Whatever. Just pretend there's a lineup. Anyway, so knight comes down to d5, rook f to e8, queen e4, b5 is played because we can. But if c takes, then queen takes, rook takes, and then bishop takes, and that's just nasty. So check this out. Fischer's opponent just like straight up like Miguel just like goes on like tall mode, and rook takes on f7. Now, somebody say this is gonna get spicy. If you thought I washed you down with all the variations before, like buckle up, okay? This is gonna get crazy. This is gonna get crazy. All right. So, all right. Yo, we got multiple variations here. I didn't even know. Oh. So bishop takes is a blunder because of e6 and then knight f6 attacking the queen. Knight takes, pawn takes, king takes, queen to d5. We're just down material. We're just like, we're not really loving life. Oh, attacking checkmate. Oh, attacking threatening checkmate. Rook c6. Oh, we're just gonna like lose everything right here anyways. So bishop f7 is a mistake. However, knight c5 is interesting in this complicated move. This is a complicated move, but it throws the opponent with tons of calculation to win. So queen h4, bishop takes f7, knight takes e7, takes, queen takes, and then here we have a bunch of different stuff to do. So we could take with the bishop on c4, and then bishop comes down, bishop comes around, rook comes, queen takes, defending the bishop, and queen f6 that threatens checkmate. Or instead, b could take, and then bishop g5, queen e8, and then takes. Or also, all right, we could knight e6. Now later, Mark Dvoretsky suggests knight e6, which defends and gives winning chances for black. So, rook f1, rook c7. Okay, and then it's like, okay, it's kind of equal here. Oops, I'm sorry. Or knight takes c4, bishop comes around, Rook E8, queen takes, knight takes. I know that was a lot of variations. I don't expect you to memorize them. I just want you to understand this is what it takes to be a world champion of Fischer's caliber. Okay. King takes F6 because bro don't care. Queen to H4. Now, we don't play knight F8 because rook comes around. Blocks, takes, because bishop can come around, and knight G6. And this is very whiffly waffly. We already sacked two rooks, and our king is exposed with a bishop pair, queen, and a knight. And then there's that guy. Let's face it, that's annoying, but whatever. So king to G7 instead, only move. Rook takes on E7. Yeah. Oh wow, I had a lot of variations here. I didn't even. Whatever. How long did it take me to do this? Anyways, whatever. Rook takes on C4. Queen at H6. King H8. Knight takes, and with check, king slides over. Bishop doesn't even take. We misclick on purpose, y'all. We misclick on purpose because this is a more important diagonal than a little rook, right? Rook to C7. Rook F1. And then in this critical position, we could go knight C4 and then brilliancy here takes and then takes, slides over, queen E8 check, and that's a good game right there. Or we could go knight to C6, knight F4, knight comes around, takes, queen F7, all right, and then queen F8. And that is a nice. Tell me that's a nice checkmate, y'all. Tell me that's nice. Somebody tell somebody tell me in the chat. That's a nice checkmate, okay? That's a really good checkmate. Anyways, for sure calculated all of that, just so y'all know. That's crazy. Anyway, so queen to E to C2 instead. Bro, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? This is Did he take a nap? What is that? What is that? Okay, so if rook take oh, no, I'm sorry. Did I already go? Yeah, I went through that. Anyways. So if knight takes free rook, we have I mean rook takes will be a mistake because we go around and then that's just checkmate and that's annoying, but we don't do that because we're not commoners. So queen takes on D2, knight comes around, rook slides over, queen check, comes down, takes, check, takes. And then now it's kind of a little more even, all right? We're up and knight for two pawns. It's all nice. But, oh, no, wait, did I? No, I'm sorry. But queen to h6 instead, which was a mistake. All right, and then king to h8. Rook c1, and then rook takes c1 with check. I know I threw a lot of variations at you, but even if like I went a little slow in this area, you still wouldn't have seen that coming. Okay. I wouldn't have seen that coming. We get two rooks for a knight, which beat a queen. Bishop takes, knight, rook takes. Now, we have two rooks and two knights for a queen, bishop, and two pawns. You know what that means? That means it's complicated. There's no immediate no way to impede black's progress. So queen h4 instead. Rook f7, and the rest is just mop up from Fischer. Okay. So queen slides over, king slides. This is just mop up work. Okay. It's like, what are we doing here? We're just taking pawns here at this point. Takes. Look at this. And here in this position, Miguel, what's his name? Miguel Quinteros resigns against Bobby Fischer. Now, do I have any questions after all that?
Yes, I am suing you for copying the Magnus lesson because you did a rook sacrifice in
No,
the
no,
Bobby Fischer.
I did three rook sacrifices. I did three
Oh,
word
okay.
sacrifices. There's a
Okay, you're good
difference.
then. You're safe
Yeah,
then. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Same motif. I just doubled down and one upped you. There's a difference. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, some would say that's a even more suable offense, but I'm
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not going to
and
hold you to
yeah,
it.
thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.